What I want you guys to experience and learn is how to just feel the devastation and depression that heartbreaks are. Sure, don't always be depressed, but learn to know that sadness is okay. Welcome back to the Junior Mints podcast. My name is Finn Lawler. I'm your host. The point of this podcast is to help you guys navigate this crazy thing called life while helping you guys do your best to have fun at the same time. Now, today's topic is, quite a doozy. Today's topic is something that we've all been through at some point in our lives. Whether we're currently going through one or have gone through one before, that's right, you guessed it. Today's topic is all about heartbreak and how to get over it. So, let's get into it. Heartbreak, right? It can be a touchy subject. The main thing we're going to focus on in this episode, however, is how to get over it, or ways of coping with it. Because, let's be real, it's not easy. Heartbreak is only a piece of the puzzle when it comes to dating, but we can talk about dating in another episode. But for now, here's our topic. So, breakups, right? Let's be real. They suck. Some of them, can be good, be it mutual, but some of them are also bad. I mean, it doesn't matter whether you're the dumpee or the dumper. Breakups are not great. Not at all. So, here's a situation / story. A hypothetical, of course. I've never done this before. No, just kidding. Let's suppose that you just broke up with your partner and are feeling down in the dumps. This stage can often last a month, a week, a year, a long time, What matters here is that you feel your emotions. Don't bury them. You need to mourn the loss in order to move on and just be happier, You just have to feel. That's all there is to it. It could take a while, so be patient, but it needs to happen in order for you to get over it. And hopefully, learn from it. That's the biggest thing. Like, every heartbreak that I've been through, I've learned at least one thing. So, they can be lessons too. Now, I am not a relationship guru. These are just things that I've heard and experienced. Some other things that can help you get over loss like this is doing things like, exercising or hanging out with friends, doing what you love, that sort of thing. I'd recommend against isolating yourself from the world. If you do that, you'll only get more sad and depressed, which is not what we're looking for here. In this stage of your mourning, I would encourage you guys to surround yourself with people who love you and support you. Your friend network. We all have friend networks, so if you're feeling down in the dumps about literally anything, go hang out with them. You won't regret it. So, as someone who has gone through, a couple of heartbreaks myself, I have learned how to get through the roller coaster that breakups are. Sure, breakups aren't easy. They never are, but it gets easier every time. Just trust me on this one. I think the most important thing, if there's anything I can tell you guys, the most important thing that you guys can do to practice this process is to just feel. Feel sad. Feel devastated. Don't bury your emotions. If you bury your emotions, it'll bottle it up and you'll feel worse. If you say like, "Oh, I'm fine," even though you're not fine, that's bad. So, what I mean by this is that you will inevitably experience heartbreaks in your life. It happens. It's part of the roller coaster that life is. What I want you guys to experience and learn is how to just feel the devastation and depression that heartbreaks are. Sure, don't always be depressed, but learn to know that sadness is okay. So, it may sound crazy, but trust me on this one. Here's a personal example. Finally getting into the nitty-gritty of my life. No, I'm just kidding. I've been through a couple of the heartbreaks over my life so far. The very first one was terrible. It was absolute hell. I was devastated. I was distraught and just downright depressed, and I didn't know what to do. I think it was tough, though, because it was my very first real, heartbreak. There are emotions that I didn't even know you could feel and all that. It was terrible. It was tough, though, because it was something that I've never gone through before. The breakups after that, not really as bad as that, but it was still not great. I was familiar with the feelings that I was feeling, but I was familiar with how heartbreak felt. It's never great, but I've had some practice in knowing what they feel like, and albeit they made me who I am today, and they helped me mature and all that. Anyway, I'm getting off track. So, point is, I've had a substantial amount of time just feeling and recognizing what that depression feels like, or that devastation. It's okay, and that helped me just figure it out and just move forward. And that's what I think you guys need to do too, is just figure it out, regardless of if you're going through a heartbreak or not, or even if you're going through a sad time in your life. Just feel, and don't, I would recommend against drinking in this stage of your life. If you're at home and you're depressed, do not binge drink. It's not, no, just don't. I won't even, no. That's how bad it is. So, moral of the story, if there's anything that you guys will leave here today, don't run from your feelings or your emotions. You gotta feel sad. You gotta feel happy. You gotta feel everything. They're called feelings for a reason, right? I mean, you can't feel sadness unless you feel happiness, and vice versa. And just embrace. We're all human. We're not robots. If we were robots, emotions would be out the window. But we're human, so feelings are normal. Let me just say that again. Feelings are normal. So, whoever is watching this, and whoever needs to hear this, you're good. You can make it through whatever you're going through, whether it's a death in the family, a relationship breakup, whatever it is. You'll be fine. Just learn to feel and hang in there, pal. Whoever you are, I don't know who I'm talking to at this point, but just feel. You got it. You're good. I believe in you. Anyway, so there you have it. These are my recommendations for how to get over heartbreak. They were just speculations and just things that I've experienced. They're not science-based at all. So, these are just my opinions and insight. So there are, a few other ways to get over heartbreak as well, but I'm not going to dive into that on this episode. That's for another episode down the line. That's for another episode later. So, anyway, this has been the Junior Mints Podcast. Thank you guys so much for watching. I have been your host, Finn Lawler. If you enjoyed it, please drop a like, subscribe down below, and we will see you guys in the next video. Pew.